Okay, okay, I'm live. Hello, listen. Today we're going to talk about identity based marketing because I'm seeing a shift in the industry right now where a lot of marketers talk about that it's not really about the niche itself, but it's more about the identity. It's more about the belonging. It's like the marketing world is shifting, and the way people consume and process information is shifting deeply. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So all about identity marketing, all about identity messaging. Because if you want to convert rather quickly in 2025, and when I say rather quickly, it still takes time. It's still a process. It's not a magic formula. It's not a quick win, but it's rather an effort. So and that effort lies in identity messaging and identity marketing specifically. All right. As you are joining, like regardless if you're joining or you're watching on the replay, say hello in the comments. Let me know that you're watching. And please, throughout this live stream, what is important for me is I really want to see and hear your feedback because these live streams, these sessions that I do, I really don't like to talk at people and rather have a feedback, rather have an important conversation. And also, it is a masterclass where you can learn and literally take a quick win right now for your marketing, for your messaging as we speak. So, this is my intention for my live stream today. All right. I'm gonna share with you the list story that I noticing in the marketing in general, right? Now, there are trends and there are fundamentals of marketing. So, identity marketing and the marketing of belonging, when you make people belong. This is not new in 2025. This is something that big companies were exploring for many, many years. And we were like, at first, we were seeing that belonging marketing in commercials on the TV. Like, this is why people were resonating with certain products and like certain household names that we have right now at the grocery stores, like they came to life through identity based marketing, because they were so relatable. They like when a person, like an average person, would look at that commercial, because those commercials at first they were targeting like average Americans, like to purchase a product, to purchase a ketchup, to purchase um clothing, to purchase something, right? They would portray an average American, like middle class American, who would like to make their life a little bit more easier, a little bit more convenient, a little bit more effective, a little bit more efficient, and they like people could see themselves in that image. But then there's internet marketing, but then there's the service industry, like online, running online business, and we started noticing shifts. We're starting noticing shifts. Like for example, in like 20, like before 2020, during 2020, it was all about the level of specificity, all about focusing on your niche, all about being super crystal clear what you do. Again, I want you to pause here. Like back then, it was all about what you do, not who you are, because the market was a little different. The market was a little less saturated. And when market is a little less saturated, so people want to know immediately, but what do you do? because there were not as many providers, and it was it was more confusing phase in the market. So they people wanted to know, what do you actually do? So now there's a shift happening, and now things are a little bit more different. So I before I continue with the story, so like, and it's so refreshing to be able to sell without manipulations. Yeah. So and today we're like, listen, sales is not about manipulations. Sales is not about manipulation. Sales is service. Sales is ministry. Sales is making an invitation. Sales has never been about manipulation. Sales has always been about service, about delivering what people actually need. Without sales, we would not have the internet. Without sales, I would not have this cup. I would not have this internet. I would not have this live stream. Like, sales is a sacred is a sacred act when you serving people, right? So, and it's never about manipulation. When it comes to manipulation, comes from the lack of mastery to actually identify what people want. So, hello Robert, hello Kenneth. uh so yeah, Saber, yeah, thank you, Kenneth, for joining, and Robert, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it, absolutely appreciate it. So, yesterday, I was listening to a podcast by Shannon McKinstry. She's more so on Instagram, and I was walking like it was like probably around what, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I was literally screaming as I was walking down the street in Seattle downtown because Shannon something said the quiet part out loud, and it was more about like how to stand up on Instagram, things like that, hacks how to grow Instagram, right? And because I'm full disclosure, I'm running 90-day test where I'm prioritizing Instagram over LinkedIn more. So I'm not leaving LinkedIn, right? I'm still here. Like, I still have really amazing community. I'm testing different platforms because as a part of entrepreneurship, we gotta test all of the time. So, but anyway, I'm listening to that podcast, and Shannon said that, the number one you can grow on Instagram is actually make people belong through belonging. When people feel that they belong, then they follow, they buy, they resonate, and like, oh my gosh, this is literally what I was working with my clients. This is literally what I was telling my clients. And comes with identity marketing. And the identity marketing, I think, there it's important to emphasize like different marketing methodologies and different marketing psychologies. So you can use paid marketing when you are like, and through paid marketing you are showing the relief. You are showing like, hey, like for example, it would be, hey, you're not getting clients right now. You're feeling stuck in your business. You don't know who to hire next. You're plateauing in 2025, utilizing the methodology that was working for you in like in previous years, and you can't quite figure out why you're plateauing or why you're declining right now. Uh, you feel the trust recession, like, like the pain, like what people are like the pain people are experiencing, and you can lead them like from problem, like make them extremely problem aware, and lead them to solution aware. So this is one way of marketing. Identity marketing and identity messaging is a little different. In identity marketing, people buy expensive stuff, and I mean expensive stuff, because they belong, because there is a message, there is a coding that is associated with that next level of identity, of the next level of belonging. And this is a very crucial part of identity messaging. So, and the shift that a lot of entrepreneurs need to do right now, and I invite you to actually run this test in your messaging. The messaging needs to be flipped from this is your pain point, there's a solution, to you want to be this. Be this. You want to be this. If you want to be this, then these are the steps that you can follow to become this version of yourself. Person, like people at this level, people of this identity, they normally do X, Y, and Z. And also, when it comes to identity marketing, you cannot do identity marketing without telling people who you are, not just what you do. And identity marketing comes from when you are stepping out of your niche. I'm not saying just like post whatever, but when you, yes, you are a, let's say you're a brand strategist, but you step down and you talk about things that you truly love. You talk about the vacation. You talk about your childhood. You talk about your story. You talk about local pizza place that you normally go to, and or you talk about something that will light people up that not necessarily related to your business. And people find that content more resonant and they follow you and they connect with you. And in previous years, there was an argument that, like, well, if I'm going to post outside of my niche, if I'm going to post something generic more or more personal, or something that is not related to my business, I'm afraid that people who are not qualified will resonate with me and will follow me, and that can actually create an obstacle in my sales process. Not anymore. And fun fact, listen, after running a business for a while, let me tell you something. The right messaging is important. The context of the right messaging is important, but there will be people who are less qualified in your audience at this moment and like right here right now, who are not completely qualified to work with you, but they will be in your DMs, they will be on your sales calls because they, like, there is something, you activated something in them. They want to be at that next level. They just can't really quite figure out either finances or commitment to be there on that next level. Even if they heard your the repelling part of your messaging, it's like, hey, like, I don't work with X, Y, and Z. I only work with like A, B, C, A, D population. But people who want to be that category, they will resonate, and like that's where, like, and again, this is the sales process. Qualification is a part of the sales process, but the messaging, yes, even when you post, when you talk about outside of your niche, you will attract people who resonate with you. And that can be actually a bridge for them to connect with you. It was like just, oh, I'm looking, for example, I'm looking for a tech mentor. Like, and Donovan posted something about, like, I don't know, where he normally goes to eat pizza in Michigan. And somebody like, oh, I normally go there and I need a tech mentor. Like, okay, let me look at Donovan's profile and let me connect with Donovan, or let me connect. And it's just an example. Or let's say you are a brand strategist and you post something deeply personal, like kind of like silly, kind of like really lighthearted post or story about something. And your ideal customer, who, let's say, they would like to be at the store, they read your post and they look at your profile and they immediately understand what you do and they start connecting with you. And like, this is what, like, this is not just about coaches. This is not just about coaching industry. And this is what I'm hearing from social media managers, especially for product businesses, product based businesses, people who sell like cups, people who sell, I don't know, carbonated water, people who sell like whatever product you do. Social media managers say, hey, don't talk about your freaking product. Talk about literally anything else. The weather, the neighborhood, the behind the scenes, who you are as a company, who you are as a person. Like people know, like, listen, we know what you do. You've done a lot of content about on what you do. We need to know who you are. And by the way, this is how product-based businesses attract such a large following and business to their product. Identity-based marketing is when they talk about something beside their business, something beside what they do, when they open up who they really are. It's not just about coaching and consulting industry. This is the fundamental part of marketing that a lot of entrepreneurs right now are sleeping on. Like really, like all right. Let me check the comments. Like today conversation is so yeah, like thank you, Kenneth. Kenneth says that he enjoys like our conversation today. I'm sorry, I just can't read it word by word. Like you like I really like how you express yourself, Kenneth. Thank you so much. So this is the identity marketing. Now, Brad, drop me in a chat, and if you're watching on the replay, drop on the replay. Like Jamal said, like tell the bro, hey, thank you so much for joining my live stream on IG, by the way. So I appreciate it. So tell me what resonates with you. Tell me what resonates with you specifically when it comes to your messaging in your business. And also give me an example. How can you show up today in your business? Let's say if you have like a marketing window. Let's say you post 3 times a week. Can one day a week be identity level marketing when you post literally about anything but your business, literally about anything about you, showing people who you are and tell them nothing about your business? Because listen, they can go through your profile. Which day would that be and what would you tell them? Drop it in the comments, by the way. Like I would like to know. And if you post like five times a week, select a couple of days when you post something that is not related to your business. And again, listen, it's not about again throwing your marketing strategy and marketing campaign away. Like you can talk about the pain points. You can make them problem aware. You can make them solution aware. But you have to make them aware of you too, because they can be solution aware and most aware about your business, but they can be deeply unaware about you. And this is why they don't convert, especially when you provide more higher level, more sophisticated services, especially when you work with people one-on-one, especially when you work with businesses on the more intimate level. This is might be the bridge that you need to cross, especially if you're working in more saturated industry. Because like listen, there are a lot of career coaches, there are a lot of counselors, there are a lot of mindset coaches. Why they should work with you specifically? And they should work with you specifically. They should work with you specifically with your brand, because of your brand story, because of your identity. And again, brand story, brand identity, and identity marketing is not the same thing. Like it's just not the same thing. And like, if you want to learn more about identity marketing, Veronica Romney wrote an amazing book on identity marketing. Like this is the juiciest marketing book I ever read. So highly recommend. But again, the people buy especially premium services when they work more directly with you, when they have more access to you through identity. If they can resonate with you, because there are plenty of career coaches, there are plenty of consultants in your area, there are plenty of mindset coaches, there are plenty of tech mentors, gurus who do the same thing, business coaches. Why they should work with you, who you are, not what you do. All right, headed to the gym. Okay, bro. And thank you again. Thank you so much for stopping by my live stream. Listen, I can talk today. So, and listen, when I work with my clients, this is something that we work really closely together because without understanding the identity of your buyer, with the context of the times today, what they're going through today, it is like in trust recession is going to be incredibly hard to sell. Incredibly hard to sell because we have more providers, we have more coaches, we have more consultants. A lot of people figure it out during 2020 that they can actually run business and be happy and build the life by design. So if you're running your business, you're not the only one who kind of figured out how to do online, kind of figure out how to book speaking engagements, kind of figure out how to deliver services and work with other providers or like other consumers. So people are aware of, and again, like solution aware market. Hence, a little different when solution aware when people like when there are a lot of people who are aware of solution that is out there that you provide, but there are also 10 other providers. Like it's hard for them to choose you if you literally match everybody else, then they can select based on price the cheapest. But it's like it is a chase, it is a chase to the bottom. And how you can elevate your brand through identity marketing, through creating perceived value based on your core belief, your core why, your core identity, your core story. Because nobody can replicate your identity. Nobody can replicate your story. Your story is very unique. And if you sell very common product or service that there are other competitors in the area, this is where you focus your idea. This is where you focus your marketing on identity marketing. On identity marketing, understanding the intricacy of identity too, like who they are right now, right? Majority of your customers, who they are right now, and also who do they want to be? Where do they want to? When do they want to be? What is that next level for them of identity? This is like again another lesson that I'm teaching my clients is like really go and talk to your people and personal storytelling. Like my client was actually sharing with me one fact when it was 2024. It was when market just shifted dramatically and people have really difficult time converting from their conversion events, from their launches, from their webinars. And my client, well, like once in a while, he does webinars, he does live streams like I'm doing right now. But he texted me, Eugene, I posted one video and I landed 4 clients. And when we had a coaching call, I said, like, you know what? Um, First of all, thank you for amazing marketing material. I will use that. Second of all, tell me how you did it because it has not happened to me yet. Tell me how you did it. What is that? What is that technique? What is that anatomy of your post that you posted? What is that like? Tell me exactly what you did in your video. And my client said, Eugene, I didn't do anything. I just talked to my client, and I just talked to my friend who can be potentially my client, And they just told me a story how hard it was for them to break into tech industry and the problems that they're experiencing. And I just literally verbatim repeated what he said in my video. I like my intention with this video was like just connect with the with other people who are seeking support in tech. That was my deepest intention for the time being. I like, oh, and yes, and it landed me 4 clients, like immediately. So, and I was like, wow, like this is something that I have never seen before. And again, like it's not about that the secret sauce, like the what you need to say, how you need to hook them, the format of your video. No, like the format of your story. Like you should actually test different formats of your story: long video, short video, podcast, written post, carousel. Because like again, the more you tell your story, the more you connect with people on the deeper identity level in different formats, the more people gonna trust you. And this is exactly where you can repeat yourself, because this is how people start remembering you. Oh, okay, for example, I don't know, like for example, Michael. Michael is Michael is this guy who immigrated from Canada and I don't know, become a doctor in the US. Or uh, Fatima, for example, is a software engineer who become like tech founder of AI startup with like ethical, who focuses on ethical AI and ethical artificial intelligence, something like that. And like, oh, who they are, like who they are. Like for example, Oprah Winfrey, right? Can you tell me, like in the comments, can you tell me what she does? What does she do? Like right now, I don't know. Oprah is being Oprah, right? Like what does she do? Like TV shows maybe, uh I don't know, like social media maybe. What does she do? So, but everybody know who she is, not just what she does. The same, like if you build your brand like this, when you connect with people on the deeper identity, it's like, okay, who they are, you become the household name. And when you become the household name, your offer literally doesn't matter. I mean, it matters. Listen, it matters, but you won't agonize over your offer again and again and again and what to sell and the value stack and the perfect funnel. You're the perfect funnel. You are the household name. All you need to do is just tell them a little bit more about what you do right now, and people who need it right now will buy it right now from you. Boom. That's that's the premise. All right, listen. I have 5 spots available in my private mentorship program. So, and it's for 3 months, book and sold out. And again, it's like highly personalized. And if you need, like again, people come to me in different stages. Some people come to me because they want to reinvent their business. They want to change the business model from, let's say, from course to coaching program. Other people come to me to actually increase the conversion rate on their sales calls. Like I when I work with consultants, they normally don't have the problem with getting leads through referrals, through private conversations, but they, like especially high ticket consultants who charge 12 from 12 to $20,000 per container. Like they come to me for consultative sales and understanding the buyer psychology and ability to like to connect with the buyer on the sales call itself to close more deals. Or like other people come to me because they want to improve messaging. When like I talk about messaging a lot, I talk about identity driven marketing. And sometimes people say, you know what, I would like to improve my messaging. And the results that people are getting, people either selling through their podcasts, selling on stages, close people in their regular consultative sales calls. Because listen, I do not believe in one size fits all. People, like when I work with people on one-to-one basis, on a personalized basis, like I am creating and building your business with you side by side. This is why I like a one-on-one. This is why in 2025 I'm focusing on one-on-one services, because this work not just inspires me and motivates me and it energizes me, and I see like the transformation literally face to face, soul to soul, belly to belly, but also I see tremendous results. And when people are held accountable on one-on-one, I believe it is the best environment for success. I cannot promise you the outcome. Listen, as an ethical marketer, as an ethical coach, I cannot promise you the outcome, because outcome is actually comes from you. But what I can promise you and I can guarantee you creating the environment where you will get the tools to achieve your success, when you will be held accountable, when you will be provided tools to work on your mindset, to work on your sales strategy, to work on your marketing, to expand and exceed your capacity. That's what I can promise you. So again, if you are looking for one-on-one coaching and it's 3 months engagement, you can send me a DM. I will send you the details. We're gonna have a conversation, and if you're interested, please tell me the exact problem that you're trying to solve right now. We're gonna talk about it, and I will send you all the details that you need. Again, my DMs are open. I will drop the enrollment link in the comments later. And if you're on IG, head out to my stories. Like the link will be somewhere in my stories. And it's already in my stories, by the way. But yeah, this are where you can find more information. Now, let me know what questions you have so far. Because, like, listen, we cover a lot of surface today. We cover how we make this big shift from niche marketing, from benefits marketing, outcome marketing, pain marketing, buy this marketing, to be this. Literally borrowing Veronica Romney vocabulary. Like I love how she put it. Like less buy this, more be this. Like listen, thank you. But yeah, this is how you reposition yourself from this is your pain point and this is how it will go away if you work with me, to this is who I am. And because this is who I am, I invite you to be this version of yourself. And how about we do it together? This is the identity marketing piece. This is the identity marketing piece. All right. Let me know what resonates. Let me know what questions you have. And also, drop it in the comments. What would be your shift when it comes to identity marketing? How can you shift to identity marketing today? Let me know in the comments. And by the way, comments is one of your marketing tools. Other businesses, other consumers, other your client might actually see your message right now in the comments, and they're like, oh, dang, this is the person I need to work with. Like, finally, they said something. Let me connect with them. So, drop it in the comments how you're going to implement the identity marketing approach in your marketing right now. Again, it doesn't have to be like the whole strategy shift, literally 1 to 2 posts per week, but you can see the tremendous difference. So, curious, how are you going to do it in your business right now? Tell me. Tell me, tell me. All right. Listen. Thank you so much for an amazing live stream. I really enjoy your participation, listen, your time, your attention. Um, it doesn't go unnoticed. I truly appreciate each and every person who commented, each and every person who showed up to my live stream. Um, Test the identity marketing. Let me know how it goes. Literally, like, hey, you don't have to be my client, but when you try it consistently for 90 days, posting one or two posts specifically in identity marketing prism, and also like if you want more ideas, like again, my DMs are open. Send me a DM, ask me, and then report how did it go. Then report how did it go. Hello, Saba. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She said Saba is ready to start moving her marketing things forward. Yes, amen to that. Like I'm absolutely here for that. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next week. So, next week we're actually going to start with what sabotages your growth. Okay, and how you could potentially resist your own growth. Super good episode. Keep in mind my invitations, my notifications. So the first live stream of next week is going to be about uh, how you resisting your growth. You want a growth, but you also have competing desires, and that's probably why you're not seeing the growth in your business right now, because of the competing desires, because of the internal blockages that you have right now. Every single CEO has them, but we're going to break it down on like next week. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you, and see you next week. Bye, y'all.